So if you could just maybe start by talking a little bit about your time with Chanbir.
Well, during the time I spent with Chanbir, it was like the controversial nature of his win. It caused him to cast aside like not only a sense of reality but also friendships. Like I was shocked to hear the way he spoke about lifelong friends such as James Brown.
Going into this year's Ryder Cup is going to be tricky, isn't it, mate? Yeah. Do you take into account, you know, what happened last year? I mean, let's be honest. After the last period performance from James Brown,
yeah, nobody wants to win his team.
We don't put words in my mouth, you know. Yes, you may feel that way about him, and of course, yeah, he absolutely capitulated last year's tournament, that's for sure. But you shouldn't speak about people behind their backs like that.
I mean, it's not like we were friends with him.
And sadly, it didn't end there.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we've had some dropouts this year, haven't we? Elgin, for example, about to become a father. Very exciting news, that. You don't seem too enthused. Are you happy for him?
Absolutely. Could not give a shit.
And there's more. I could go on, but, you know, I mean, over the months that followed, I thought it'd be best to kind of steer our conversations away from anything related to the IJWM. And that way I could get him to drop his guard and then later on get the confession that we all needed to hear. So I thought, you know, I'd maybe start by speaking about his political views.
Just out of interest, who would you choose to be like Prime Minister? If you could pick anyone in Britain, who would you choose?
Nigel Farage would have been great.
I mean, to each their own. So I thought maybe then I'd try moving on to his love life, you know, really start to pull the veil back.
Oh, Chanbir, tell me, you know, is there anyone you got your eye on at all?
The lady next door, she's in her 40s.
Oh, really? Well, are you thinking about taking this woman out for a date, perhaps? Maybe a movie? Maybe dinner?
I've never used to have to do that.
Well, Chanbir, it's 2022, mate. You know, it's not exactly like I can bring her straight back to the bedroom, is it?
Yeah, I've got the extra cameras and stuff just in case.
You're a sick, perverted man. Have you been filming your sexual exploits?
Yeah, it was the one who was the sailor guy.
Oh, really? You've had a sailor around, have you?
Yeah. Right up my ass.
All right, that's enough. I don't want to hear about that kind of debauchery. Not that I got a problem with it.
Now, at this point of our friendship, I knew I had him. You know, he felt comfortable enough with me to speak so candidly, and so I could ask the all-important question.
So, Chanbir, just between you and me, you know, last year's IJWM, did you cheat? Did you commit handicap fraud?
Yeah, and I don't give a shit.
Yes, I knew it. The mask has slipped. Chanbir, the game is up. I've been recording you this whole time, and now the whole world will hear your confession once this tape reaches the papers. So what are you doing? Get off of me! Come hand me, you swine!
Now, after a brief struggle, I emerged victorious, but much to my consternation, the British press showed little to no interest in the story. Some of them even claim that they haven't ever heard of the IJWM, which can only mean one thing.
And what was that?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Chanbir's used his new political connections to kill the story. So that's why I'm bringing this overwhelming evidence to you, the people whom it affects the most. You shall decide. Was Chanbir's decision to play off 45 an act of handicap fraud steeped in cowardice? Today you shall be judge, jury and, with any luck, executioner.